Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the very last series of today. Unfortunately, we couldn't watch the second series. That should have pretty much ended by now. The dominant esports against the Agitate Aurus game. Agitate Aurus, well, they played game one, but then a player disconnected, didn't jump back, and we couldn't resume that series, unfortunately. But now, as you can see on stream, we will be having a Division 1 matchup between Dagisbarnen and Frenzy. Still, I'm not alone. My name is Dennis, and I'm joined by Mikey.
Hello, we've not gone anywhere. We're going to get this. We're going to kill this time. Nobody's going to lag out. It's going to go really well. I'm telling you. That is knock on wood right now, but yes, that is my prediction for the day.
Let's hope we actually can see some Rocket League coming on your screen right now. We saw in the very first series a few games. Luckily, 3 games today in, well, what should have been 2 best of 5s by now. But yeah, we're now here. Third series, Dagisbarnen and Frenzy. You can see our predictions on screen already. The streamer Cherry is going for Dagisbarnen, so am I. But you, Mikey, every time you vote against us, you vote for the other team, for the underdogs.
Absolutely. Somebody has to believe in these people. Anybody can do anything. I'm such a role. I'm like an inspiration to the world. Just like, I believe in them. And to be honest, if they're in this division, I have full faith in them. They wouldn't be in this division if they can't compete with them.
All right, fair enough. I mean, if you have a little look on the seedings, let me have a little look. We are seeing Frenzy in 16th place, or well, in 6th seed. Well, we see Dagisbarnen in 5th seed. Well, actually, it's really, really close. It's just a difference of 4 MMR between these both teams. So we can actually have a really close series coming up for you guys. One of the most close series we could have got in this Division 1 second conference. So, well, Dagisbarnen, you could already see the roster on your screen. It's Pizza, Limpen, and Otta. I know, and the Creed as a sub, of course. I know some of the players already played for ROV Esports, if I'm not mistaken. And on the other hand, we see from Frenzy, one of our own staff members, Ashton, one of our graphic designers, Romano DW, and someone I've played with in IEL last season, Palebeam. So yeah, really good to see some familiar faces, some from last season, some new players as well, and even a staff member as well. So if you could give a rough prediction of the scoreline, what would you say? Is it going to a game 5? Will it be a clean sweep? What is your prediction?
I think it's going to be close. I feel like Frenzy are going to out it in a game 5. I think it's going to be a reverse sweep from Frenzy. That is my go-to. 3-2 to Frenzy overall.
A reverse sweep. All right. Yeah, we're just going to see if that's actually going to happen. I would say a 3-1 to Dagisbarnen. I still think they have the ability to, win by quite a bit, just 2 games. I mean, Frenzy, they can take that 1 game, but Dagisbarnen just the better side. And, well, yeah, as Sherry already says in the chat, we do love reverse sweeps. Let's see if that's actually going to happen. I'm just a little bit afraid now. 2 minutes before the game should begin, we just saw some struggles already today. We still not seeing the players joining the lobby. So if you're here, one of the captains, please join the lobby. You got, if I'm right, the game details in your DMs. So yeah, Dagisbarnen, of course, we see Pizza, Limpen, and Otto really interesting name from Pizza. 314 ZZA, of course, a 3.14. Just it shows a math symbol from P, and then of course the ZZA Pizza. Limpen, I don't really know him. Alto, I don't really know him. I know Creed has been here for quite a while. Quite a decent player, and as I say that, it will be Frenzy joining the game. I'll be just waiting on the team I was just talking about, Dagisbarnen, completely Swedish team, just as themselves. 4 players from Sweden, always fun to see. But yeah, just like last time, Breakdown Genesis, completely Portuguese roster. Sometimes it does not work out having a complete roster from the same nation. Usually it gives a bit of chemistry, but well, let's see. Will Dagisbarnen have that chemistry, that completely Swedish chemistry? Let's see if they will be having that. Do you think it will help them in the series?
I mean, it's inevitable that sort of being from the same country and having the same sort of nationality. It's easier to communicate with people. Like, if you were going to put... I'm thinking, if you're going to put me in a game with someone who speaks Spanish and I don't speak the same language, I ain't going to be able to communicate with that person, you know? I think it'll be a little bit of an advantage for them, but I also think it'll be a really, really close series because, obviously, you know, they're in ECC Division 1. If they couldn't communicate properly and they weren't necessarily close and they weren't playing together, they wouldn't be in this division.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, finally, we can kick off a game after we saw the second series just went out with, you know, the flame just went out of that game after play disconnected. We now hopefully will be seeing a very good series. The 5th against 6th seed of Division 1 Conference 2. I think multi-shift is Ashton in this case. Well, people might recognize him as Ashton in ECC. He's under the name of multi-shift on his console, as we're now seeing him banging the ball on the back or on the side wall, I have to say. Pizza now tries to clear. Oh, that's a miss, but luckily for Limpani, he can recover from his teammate's miss. Already a dangerous start there from the Frenzy side.
Watch, it looked like he put a little bit too power on that, and we've seen it fairly quickly. They're playing as sort of like a 3-man straight line, so to speak, to just block basically anything you do. But you know, we've seen a few mistakes already, and I wonder if that's going to play into factor later on in the game.
Yeah, indeed. We're just going to see if that's going to affect them in game. Frenzy now trying to create some offenses. So far, the better side in this match. Ball falls into the corner. Pilby needs to clear it out. He does indeed. Ball falls into the middle now. Pizza with a big clear tries to find his teammate. It is a shot on goal there, but Multiship just gets it out. Gets it over one actually with the 50. As Limpani, or Limpan I have to say, just gets up for it now. To the right side, finds Otto into the corner. Can someone follow it up? No, Pilbeam there. As quick as he is, just gets the ball out of his side. As we now see Pizza throws the ball away. Romano there to catch up with the ball. Multi-shift tries to beat Otto there. Limpen with the ball to the middle. Pizza, can he create something with it? It goes from the back wall. Romano just clears it out as Limpen keeps the ball up from the back wall. Otto is up. Can he score? The 3 players in goal, getting the save, triple commit. And in the end, Pizza will get the goal. Very first goal by Dagisbarnen.
Yeah, we just saw it then, didn't we? You know, that triple commit, if they'd have just communicated that a little bit better and been like, I got this. You know, somebody could have stayed there and easily got that out. There was no need for all 3 players to commit right there.
Yeah, well, 3 players in defense, going all for the same ball, leaving it all open net. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Dagisbarnen, easy goal for them as they're trying to, you know, it was a rough start for them. Fortunately for them, they didn't get to go against them. But now they're on the leading side, so they will be really happy with it. But as I say that, it is an open net, and Pilbeam will take it for the equalizer in this game 1.
Yeah, great pass from Romano into the middle then, and Pilbeam just in the right place at the right time to finish that off. Fortunately, you can't really make the mistakes of like that little misread off the backboard there. You've got to be able to just hit everything, otherwise at this level it will be capitalized on.
Yeah, most definitely. It is Division 1, of course. Pretty much, you know, mid-table Division 1, according to the seedings. Both teams trying to make a shot for playoffs for that top 4 in this series already. Week 1, definitely, it is a very important series for both teams to already get a lead early on against a team that most likely will be your rival during the season. It's always really good to have a win against them early on in the season. Well, right now, it is equalized, just like you expected. A really close series. And, well, yeah, it is Dagisbarnen. Yeah, rough start for them. In the end, they got the goal of Frenzy. They just came back. And now it is a shot on goal as Pilbeam. Second goal for him. Follows it up. And they are in the lead now.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to do a little bit more than just tap it then. But clearly, you know, he went for that backflip and just stopped it in the middle, but you can't do that. You can't just leave it in the middle there, unfortunately. Not in the right position, not in the right time to do anything about it.
Yeah, well, he was backwards in the goal. Couldn't really quite get a good clear. In the end, it resulted in a goal. The second goal for Pilbeam. And the second goal for Frenzy as well. While going up to the back wall. Limpen now misses the ball though, as Otto has some control of the ball now. Goes to the side wall, tries to find his teammate maybe, or goes for a soda play. Pilbeam all the way back to control the ball. as well falls into the corner. Pizza waiting in the middle, but couldn't quite get a ball there. As we see the ball going to the sidewall now. Pilbeam going for the challenge. Shows Pizza. Romano just waiting there. But Otto just quick enough to beat into the ball. Limper now onto the sidewall. Tries to get it into the middle. Pilbeam with the ball to Multishift. Multishift with an attempt. Could have been very nice redirect. Now he gets another attempt. Passes it into the middle though. With Pizza intercepts that pass. 1 minute to go. Still a 1-goal lead for Frenzy. Do you think that Frenzy can keep up this lead? Or will Dagisbarnen fight back in this game 1?
I think at the minute we're just seeing offense after offense after offense from the Frenzy team. We're seeing, you know, Pizza's doing very well in defense, but it's hard to sort of play that on your own. And it feels like Romano is very quick on what he's doing. He knows what he's doing and when he's going for it, and then backing off immediately. That little flick right there, though. And you just see it, that there's no hesitation at all from Frenzy. Frenzy are very, very confident, and rightfully so, as you can see by the scoreline. Yeah,
they are very confident, though it resulted in them, you know, losing 1 goal. Well, they conceded 1 goal because of it, because of that triple commit, but you can see how much offensive pressure they are having. So right now we see Dagisbarnen trying to make a last shot in this game 1 to get this game to their end, or get this game to an overtime at least. Now it will be Frenzy's thoughts to just control the ball, keep possession. Pilby now with the ball, gets into the corner. You see Pizza now challenging, tries to put the ball down. Easy save for Multishift though. Otto up for that, puts the ball up into the side of Frenzy. But now the ball is going to be put to the side wall. Limpen keeps it up. Multishift already up for that, really quick by him. As he tries to keep the ball, or to get the ball to the ground. Both players there really awkward. They just do everything they can to keep the ball up, but in the end it will fall down. Frenzy winning this game 1.
Yeah, you just saw the team there of Frenzy playing extremely well, and it seemed like they were very, very patient at the same time. You know, Otto, you can just see by the scoreboard, Otto had a very, very poor game there. But you can't afford to do that when you're going against a team like Frenzy. Look at Pilbeam. Pilbeam was there every single time he needed to be. And in that situation, you can't have anybody on your team letting you down. You have to be a solid unit.
Yeah, that's pretty true. You know, if you have just that one player who can just bang all the balls left, right, and center, just like Frenzy has here with Pilbeam, then yeah, that's really it's really much better that you have a scorer than that you have no scorer, right? I've played with Pilbeam myself in IEL, as I already said. Well, he was always there to score the balls. Pretty mechanical as well, had good rotations. It's really someone you want to have in Division 1. Can he show it again here in Game 2? It will be, of course, Frenzy with a 1-game lead, but still everything can happen. Dagisbarnen definitely not a bad side either. It was a close game. In the end, Frenzy just had a little bit more pressure. As we see now, a double tap attempt for Multishift. But unfortunately for him, it didn't went in. No clip for him, but we see Pilbeam passing the ball into the middle. Double commit though by the Dagisbarnen side. Otto has a lot of time to work with though. Goes for the edge roll, but tries to get it again. But it doesn't go in. Unfortunately for him, no goal. Already 2 good solo plays, but no goals yet.
Yeah, Otto going for that Houdini play there. I think he's really trying to make up for that performance in the last game. We saw a great clear from him a moment ago as well. And I think they just, I think that game really woke them up a little bit. It's clearly just playing a little bit more, they're playing more like a team more than anything.
Yeah, I would agree on that. You know, they're playing quite more than a team, and yeah, they're doing quite well now. Though they get a shot and well, a save from Pizza, which is quite an easy save. 1 minute passed, and we still see a goalless game. As we see Ashton a Multishift with a little bit of time gets into the middle. Otto tries to get to Limpen. Otto now into the corner. Multishift. Awkward though, as you see Pizza challenging now, has no boost, picks up the offensive 100 boost. Otto back, should be having this. He doesn't need Pizza with another hit up high to Limpen. Limpen, not much boost to work with, still gets it to Otto though. As you see Pizza going up, gets beat. He was lost though, so the goal's wide open. Limpen rushing back, is back in time. 1.5 minutes passed. 2 shots each. It's definitely a back and forth game so far, not a one-sided game. Not a one-sided series at all, and it's a really good series to watch so far.
Exactly there, and it's a good demo to Otto, and Otto with the great assist there, as Limpen's just able to be in the right place the right time there. You can just see him watching and reading that perfectly. An oof moment right there for Pilbeam. Unable to do anything with that, and 1-0.
Yeah, just right at the time that Limpen took the shot, it was Pilbeam just rushing out of goal to go for the challenge. But well, either it was too early or too late, it was just at the wrong timing. So 1 goal for Dagisbarnen trying to fight back in this series of goals. They're 1 game down, trying to at least not getting 2 games down. A close series it is, so 1-1 would be deserved, to be fair. So everything can still happen in Rocket League. Now we see Limpen getting it to his own corner. Pizza has a little bit of time to work with. Doesn't do anything with it though, just missing the ball as Multishift takes over, gets it into the middle. Also now into Multishift. Multishift back into the middle. Kind of a passing play with the opponent there. Pilbeam clears it out as Otto puts it up into the corner. Romano, good read from him. Pizza again, a miss from him from the wall. Doesn't seem like he has the best wall reads. Great save from Limpen after the flick from Pilbeam. Now Multishift pops the ball up as the ball gets into the middle. Pilbeam now with attempt for a shot. Doesn't get it in though. Limpen should have a little bit of time. Just flicks it off for his teammate. Otto is there. Can he get a shot? Drops down. Multishift has now a little bit of time to do something with the ball. Tries to clear it out, but really awkward there. He couldn't quite control the ball. As we now see the ball getting pushed upwards. Otto taking control of the ball. Multishift. And well, yeah, you can really see such a back and forth game. And well, it wouldn't be any surprise if Frenzy would be scoring now, because it's so back and forth. Dagisbarnen is still having the lead, but yeah, it can be easily changed here.
Ooh, what a block then. I'm not too sure who that was in the net, but just completely wiped out. Limpen going for Pilbeam, and another good goal. Good team play again. It appears that Dagisbarnen have woken up after the last game.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a good bump play to bump Pilbeam out of goal. Couldn't do anything with it anymore. Then the second defender was too late as well to recover. And in the end, second goal from Dagisbarnen. And now it's really Frenzy. We need to push to at least get into match point in game 3. But that's a good shot. Turns on the post though. Post and out as we see Pilbeam now. Has a bit of time to work with. Otto tries to center it for the third goal. Doesn't happen though. As we see Pilbeam and Multishift up for that. And now we see the ball dropping down. And that's an open net. But that's a great save from him. The back flick and the save. Multishift another attempt on the crossbar though. Pressure on now. Pilbeam with the shot. And finally, no, it's still not getting in. Pizza with a great save. With the pressure really on now. Frenzy doing a lot on offense.
I'm not letting that get out of that area. And rightfully so. They're playing this really well. But also, the team of Dagisbarnen are just there, sitting there. They are just going to withstand that pressure for as long as possible. They've got a 2-goal lead. They don't have to do anything ridiculously crazy. They just need to stop it going in their net at this point.
Yeah, they just need to, get a clean sheet in this game. And that's all they got to do. Then they, get back in the series. Then they get the very first game on their hand. And well, 20 seconds to go. It really looks like that. Then we will be going into a best of 3 situation where we will be seeing the first to win 2 times will be the winner of this series. Of course, Limpen will try to get this game to their end. 2 goals lead, 7 seconds. Pizza will try to do something with the air dribble. Yeah, Pizza won with a 50. Otto going up. It doesn't matter anymore. 2 goals lead, 0 seconds. That is game done and dusted. Game 2 going to Dagisbarnen.
Yeah, Dagisbarnen clearly the superior team in that game. You could see they just tightened up a little bit. They locked up. And look at that. Otto, complete U-turn from his performance in the last game. Absolutely brilliant defensive plays in the second half of that game because they didn't need to do anything crazy. So they just sat in front of that net and they withheld that pressure. Frenzy, though, absolutely nothing. They should not be ashamed of that performance in that game.
No, most definitely. Well, it is still a very close series. 1-0 it is. As we see Frenzy winning the very first game. Dagisbarnen winning the second game. And we can now see one of the Swedish players. Not from this team, but I know he has some history with him as well. The famous IKEA defense tactic. Well, that's a statement at all. This is the IKEA defense tactic. Just, get everything you got in your house into the goal. Just place everything and in the goal. Make sure they can't get through you, and in the end it will work out. They got a clean sheet last game. If they can keep it going, then they can potentially win the series as well if they keep on with the defensive tactic. We also now see Waffle from Ascension in the stream as well. Someone also from Sweden. Always fun to see when the Swedish team is playing, to see the Swedish players, Swedish ECC players also getting into the chat, representing their country right now. They do quite well, as we now see them in defense. Otto pops it up for one of his teammates. No one's there though, as we now see. Romano had an attempt for... Again, now it's Romano needs to rush back. Pizza with a miss. Tries to control it now.
Great rotation there from Romano though, just able to turn around and get back there right in time.
Yeah, most definitely. It you need to be fast in those situations. If you're lost, you need to be back as soon as possible to defend incoming offense from the opponents, and that's exactly what Romano did there. Pizza now with an easy shot on goal. Romano gets the save. Otto missing from the wall. Limpen with attempt. Otto to the middle. Great passing play. Pizza in the end it falls in after 2, maybe 3 touches, but Dagisbarnen in the lead again in this game 3.
What an incredible team play that was. You could just see it. The initial pass then to Otto just manages to tap it right into the middle, right into the slot of Pizza. What a play from Dagisbarnen.
Yep, it is. 1-0 it is for Dagisbarnen. Pizza, he has been quite inconsistent in the series so far, I have to say. A few misses, but now he is here on the score sheet trying to get Dagisbarnen in the lead in this series. Of course, still a very long way to go in this game 3. The game 4 match point as well. Definitely a very important game for both teams right now. Dagisbarnen do be having the advantage. Limpen gets the save, a really weak one though, as the ball falls down onto the post, and Romano there to equalize in this game.
That post is becoming their worst enemy. It seems to be they're having a lot of unlucky plays from the post and the crossbar, but luckily for them, just able to dink right back in the middle and hit it into the back of the net.
Yeah, 1-0 it is. Frenzy fighting back in this game. Well, we see Pizza is usually the carry. He seems really nervous right now from Daddy in the chat. Well, he has to go right now. Seems to be the star player according to Daddy, who's played with these players already. So, he played quite inconsistent. He had a few misses, but might be because he's just a bit nervous. Of course, the very first game of ECC for them in this season. And it is on stream as well. It's not nothing. And, they're doing quite well so far. Pizza having 4 shots, 3 saves as well. Definitely being the star man of this game so far. Pizza now on the ball. Tries to control it. There's no boost to work with though. Limpen puts it out, gets on the side wall as Limpen is still there lurking for a shot, as Otto just lands on someone. That was quite awkward there, as we now see no one pressing the ball really. Pizza just going back. Limpen puts it into the side of Frenzy. There's no one really pressing now from the Dagisbarnen side. They just letting the Frenzy side shooting, creating opportunities. They can't let it happen for too long, because one time you will get punished for it. Now finally Dagisbarnen can get out of their half. Otto tried to get it again, maybe he does, but gets blocked. Limpen now tries to get it again. Roman tries to get it out. Pizza attempt from him. As you see, multi-shift awkward by him, missing, and Pizza second goal, 5 shots, 3 saves. Star man of this game so far.
What a shot from Pizza. Again, another play from Pizza, absolute carry. But do you know what? Otto has had a complete and utter U-turn. We saw it a little bit earlier with a great ground pinch from him. He's just performing really well in comparison to the last game.
Yeah, definitely. Really, Otto and Pizza, he's definitely just, they struggled a little bit in the beginning of this series, and now they just here. Just kind of, playing pretty good. Last game was Otto's, this game is Pizza's, and really good to see them just improving throughout the series. 1.5 minutes to go for the Frenzy side to still get a comeback going and to go for that match point. Pizza now going up, trying to go for the redirect. Otto last man right now. Romano trying to get to his teammate. Otto hitting the ball outwards. Penalty shift takes over. As we see Pilbeam going up for that, awkward enough for Limpen, but he still can get it out. Limpen now has no boost to work with, just waiting on the boost. Otto, a lot of time actually to clear it. Limpin beats out one, goes for the edge of himself, 30 boost to work with, sees Otto on the right side, finds him, but he can't get a shot. As Motorship is clear as now, where's the defense? And there's a defense. I just didn't saw Pizza behind the ball, I have to say. As now he gets another save, and now it is just, like Daddy mentioned, the IKEA tactic, just defending everything you got, and trying to not let Frenzy score again.
It's just a great number of yeets. They are not letting it down here. They really are looking for that equalizer. And you're seeing these great clears from Otto coming off the backboard a minute ago. This team has really stepped it up this game, and it's great to see.
Yeah, most definitely. And well, it's now 20 seconds to go for Dagisbarnen to defend the lead as the ball gets now in the middle. Pizza trying to get a shot. Couldn't really get it though as Romano. He gets into the corner as Multishift tries to get to the left side. Sees Spilby maybe for a last attempt of this game. Multishift pretty much almost landed on the ball there. Pizza gets it out. Multishift needs to get a big clear. Takes control of his own car. Off the ball, Romano with the redirect attempt. Otto defends it though. Dagisbarnen completely back in the series. Lost game 1, but now they're match point.
Yeah, up to a match point, and we could see your prediction of a 3-1 to Dagisbarnen come back. And although Otto was the bottom of the field there, he did play really well in comparison to his first game. But look at Pizza go. Pizza, absolute carry from him. Four saves just on his own. 5 shots and 2 goals. What an absolute game from him.
Yeah, Pizza, great game from him. 2 goals, 4 saves and 5 shots. Pretty much, as I already mentioned, the star man of this game 3, leading Dagisbarnen to the game 4 match point for them. And well, this could be the last game of the series, but this also could be a game 5 series. If Frenzy wins it, it's everything to play for in this game 4, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a very, very interesting game. Dagisbarnen having the lead, a 1-game lead, but this is the last game for them. If they win it, then well, they are the winners of this series. But if they lose it, they still have another chance. But in game 5, very last deciding game 5, we already saw them being a little bit nervous. So they definitely do not want to let this game go into a game 5. As you now see Romano straight from the beginning of the game, getting a shot. Pizza getting the save though, as we now see the ball going out a little bit. Pizza with a clanger, and that goes in. Pizza again on the score sheet of the 26 seconds. It is him and Dagisbarnen in the lead.
Yeah, great pinch from Otto, pinching that into Pillbeam just to get that back into the middle. Unfortunately, there's nothing that their keeper can do.
Most definitely, Dagisbarnen in the lead. Very hard attempt for the keeper there. Tries to defend it, but couldn't quite make it though. Pizza now with the ball to Otto. As we see Romano puts it down. Lippen takes it over from him. Otto into the corner, tries to find his teammate, gets into the middle again. Romano needs to be back. He is indeed. Yeah, he just refuses Otto for getting a shot. Now we see the ball going to drop down onto the side wall. Multi-shift, tries to take control, tries to get it out. Pilgrim leaves it for his teammate. Multi-shift has no boost to work with anymore though. Gets it into the side wall. Pizza all the time of the world to get a shot or to do something else with it. As he tries to get it again. Of course, the Dominus hitbox. And oh my, that is a pinch and a half. Lippen will take that any day of the week. And it is a 2-goal lead for Dagisbarnen.
What a pinch there from Lippen. I'm not too sure what the players for Frenzy were trying to do there, because it seems to me that every time a goal occurs, it's come from them hitting it towards their own goal.
Yeah, pretty much indeed. But now it is really Frenzy. They need to push out. They need to start scoring goals now. And this definitely could be an opportunity after the great demo from Romano. But still, they can't fight back. Romano tries to get it back to his teammate. Collects 100 boost. Otto all the time of the world to get a shot. Tries to get it again. So does his teammate. Drops down. But it really needs to be Frenzy now going for the offenses. Otherwise it will be series done and dust. They need to score goals as soon as possible. Pilbeam now with the ball in the squad. Pretty much the scorer for Frenzy in game 1. I haven't really seen him in game 2 or 3. And now we're in game 4 where it really matters. And we don't really see him here either. But now that is an all wide open net. Romano take an easy goal. They will definitely take that and Frenzy back into this game.
Great block there from Multishift, and you can just see it. But a little bit too aggressive, maybe. They had a 2-goal advantage. They don't need to be that aggressive.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, Dagisbarnen, 2-goal lead. Why would you be such aggressive going for that? Well, you have a 2-goal lead, 3 minutes to go. No need to go for that quickly, to be fair. But they still did. They conceded from it, which makes this game 4 even more interesting. Now see Limpen tries to get it out. Now see Romano gets to the side of the field. Pizza takes over. Pilbeam there. Tries to find his teammate on the right side. It's Pilbeam. Still gets into the corner though. And Romano actually tried to get it again. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't get a good hit. And oh, that is a really unlucky hit there in the defense of Dagisbarnen. And it's all equalized again. 2-2, no open game.
Great hit there off the backboard from Otto to clear that, but unfortunately it's still able. Multishift just able to dink it underneath, and it just goes right into the net. And unfortunately for Dagisbarnen, they can't do much about it.
Yeah, 2-0 it is now. It is really Frenzy with a great comeback. But they need to complete the comeback. They need to complete this game, win this game to send this series to a game 5. Another pinch there. Doesn't go in this time, but we saw some pinches already from Dagisbarnen. First with the enemy team, and now 2 players going for the same ball. Otto going up for it. Tries to get it again. Can't really get another hit on it though. Multishift getting bumped by his own teammate. Just waiting now. As the ball gets into the middle. Oh, the players need to rush now. Pizza does get a hit before Romano does. And now the ball gets into the middle. Pilby with a shot. We know he can shoot. But this time it's not on target. As we see both players missing the ball. Now Pizza tries to at least get some control of the defense of Dagisbarnen now. But it looks a little bit unorganized now in the Dagisbarnen defense, don't you think?
Looking like they're a little bit panicky. Not too sure what they have to do. They need to just calm down, get back into position, and just reset a little bit and be like, okay, we got this.
Yeah, most definitely. They just need one more goal. Do not concede anymore, and they win this series. It's all they're gonna do. And well, right now they still have all the chance of the world. 1 minute to go. They definitely do not want to throw this game away. Otto, that's not the hit you wanted to have, Otto, as the ball falls down, and that is Otto's fault. Multishift takes the goal, and the comeback is completed from Frenzy.
Otto with an absolute fatal error. What, did he not think that Multishift would go up there and just dunk it into the net?
Yeah, really unlucky for the Dagisbarnen side. Otto, yeah, you can't just hit the ball on the back wall from that position. You can just see the nerves from the players of Dagisbarnen. Yeah, it's really unlucky for them. They literally had everything in hand in this game 4. They had 2 pretty good games, and oh my, that is a really good dunk, but Limpen just can't get it in. Still all the chance of the world for Dagisbarnen, 45 seconds to go. But Frenzy, definitely great comeback from them, great momentum. They're trying to keep it going in this game 4.
Yeah, it's looking like they are calming down a little bit now. That rotation is on point, but these little team plays that we're now seeing from Frenzy are really... Frenzy don't need to be as aggressive as they are anymore. They can just sit and be defensive, but everybody seems to want that extra goal. When in reality, it's really not needed.
Yeah, well, some players, they just want that extra goal to at least give them some safety. Maybe we will see an extra goal here, but now it is Dagisbarnen lost offense, or we will be going to game 5. Bulk is still up, but now it is dropped. Frenzy, winner of game 4, and we will be going for the very first time of this ECC League play on the stream to a game 5.
Unfortunate there for Dagisbarnen. You know, they really had it in hand at the beginning. Pizza was pretty much carrying. But when Pizza isn't carrying, you know, a player like Otto really can't afford to be making the fatal error that he did. He really just needs to pick it up. You can see it there, 178 points. Didn't really have the best game that game compared to his teammates. His teammates both had over 300 points, a save and a goal each. So unfortunate for Otto. Let's see if he can do anything different in game number 5.
Yeah, of course. Frenzy having a little bit of momentum now. Of course, the comeback from them. Really good to see. Well, your prediction could be right. Frenzy winning this series with a 3-2. Everything can still happen. Dagisbarnen, Frenzy, last game of the series, a game 5 deciding game. And if you would have to make a prediction right now in this game 5, who would you say is going to win the series?
I have full faith in Frenzy. I think after that performance, they either, Dagisbarnen either really need to regroup, relax a bit, and like focus, or we're gonna see Frenzy just wipe the floor with them. And hopefully Otto doesn't make any more of them sort of fatal errors or fatal passes from their team into the middle.
Yeah, we can't see those hits indeed in defense. We saw them just being a little bit nervous, the Dagisbarnen side in defense. Pretty much all series, they have the offense under control. But definitely the defense is what lacks for this team. Frenzy now trying to get out of their hole. It is an all open net. But in the end, Romano, quick recovery to rotate back and get the save on his end. Limpen with the ball now, pushing the ball into the middle. Multi-shift misses. Then we see Romano going up for it. As you see Multi-shift just rotating back. Ball going to the side of Frenzy. Romano trying to take control. Dunk from Otto. Limpen is just lurking behind there to get a shot. Get it over 2. Pizza with the shot. Pilbeam back in there. No goals yet, but some offensive pressure from the Dagisbarnen side.
Yeah, Pilgrim with a great rotation there, just able to be in the right place at the right time. And he knew something might happen. He was just there ready to just whack that right out.
Yeah, 1 minute pass now as we see Dagisbarnen again trying to set up an offense. No one supporting the offensive play though from Dagisbarnen. Now Otto again with the ball, missing the ball though from the corner bounce. Ball rolls up onto the wall. Pizza tries to do something with it. The multi-shift, easy transition of possession there. As the ball gets up, goes over 1. But luckily someone is there supporting him. Otto gets the ball down and that's a really good shot. Otto, we've seen him making a mistake. But there he is. Great shot from him, getting Dagisbarnen in the lead in this game 5.
Now that's what we needed to see from Otto. That is what Otto has shown. We've seen it already in this series. Otto can do it. Unfortunately though, last game it didn't go too well, but seems to have redeemed himself this game after a great pass from Pizza.
Yeah, definitely. 3 minutes to go. It is a 1-0 lead for Dagisbarnen. So everything could still happen as the ball gets into the middle. Otto wins a challenge though. Ball goes onto the back wall. Multi-shift tries to take control of that. Just gives the possession away though to Otto. Limpen tries to, annoy Romano there. Save from Pizza. Pilbeam now missing the ball from the corner bounce. Pizza will lose the challenge. Oh, that's a lot of time for Multi-shift. Didn't do anything with it though. At all the time of the world, but he just couldn't control the ball. Couldn't control the ball on his car. And now we still see Dagisbarnen in the lead. We saw for Frenzy, the time was ticking last game. But then they still made a great comeback. I can still see it happening here. Because, Dagisbarnen, when they have the lead, it looks like they just, kind of underestimate the opponent. But definitely they can't do that now. They are so close of winning this series. It's just like last game. But they just need to keep the clean sheet they're having right now.
Yeah, great pass there from Romano. Unfortunately, his teammates not able to follow it up. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think when they're in the lead, they're just way too complacent, thinking that they've got this, when in reality, this is Rocket League. Anything can happen.
Yeah, definitely. We have seen some upsets in Rocket League already. Some late night or some late game bangers, some 0-second goals would be very nice. If the score would be like this, and a Frenzy would make a 0-second goal to send this game to an overtime, a deciding overtime in game 5. So we're not there yet. 1 minute and 15 seconds for Frenzy to get a goal. Romano pushing the ball upfield, 2 plays back from the Dagisbarnen side. The ball goes up now. Pilbeam tries to get to the middle, maybe gets another hit. Looks like both plays on the back wall. 1 missing, but 1 hitting the ball outwards. Otto, great hit from him. Tries to get it in the middle. Can't hit the second touch though. Pizza clearing the ball out. Just trying to get every ball out of their half. They're so close to winning the very first series of ECC in the very first week as well. Now we see the ball going into the corner. Romano doesn't have a follow-up though. Multi-shift. Can't get a hit. Could have been very dangerous there. Dagisbarnen still kind of lurking for the second goal with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, they're keeping up that attacking play, aren't they? They are not letting that up at all. Frenzy are really going to have to switch something up and go all-out attack mode, but it looks like there's another goal. Otto coming off the board there, off the wall even, with an epic shot right into the middle. But realistically, it kind of surprised me that went in, to be honest. I expected a save from that.
Yeah, you know, it looked like the defenders of Frenzy did not expect that at all. Well, in the end, it is a 2-goal lead with 22 seconds left. They need a kick-off goal right now as the ball gets to the right side, but that's a great challenge. Otto with the hat-trick, That is series done and dusted. Otto takes this game on his hand, and Dagisbarnen, we could pretty much say, are the winners of this series.
You know what? Otto's really making up for that. He's really making up for that one mistake earlier, and you can see it now. The scoreline is 3-0, and everything pretty much has come from Otto. Otto is having an absolutely insane game, and that is so unfortunate for Frenzy, but you can't take anything away from Frenzy, who have played their heart and soul on the field today, and have actually played really, really well.
Yeah, definitely. They played really well, brought this game to game 5, but in the end, well, I already said it's gonna be a close series, 5th against 6th seed, and in the end, the upper seed wins in Dagisbarnen. Otto, great performance from him. It's pretty much, yeah, the other players were just pretty much there to, you know, assist him or get a save every now and then. But pretty much Otto scoring all the goals in this game, definitely the standout man from Dagisbarnen. It is just in the series, you need the players to pop off. And yeah, if you don't have the players to pop off, well, then you're going to lose a series. Because you have Pizza who popped off, you have Otto who popped off. And well, in game 1, you had Pilbeam from Frenzy who popped off. But yeah, it just stayed like that. In the end, Frenzy still won game 4 after overtime. And now this Dagisbarnen is still getting the W in game 5. And still winning this series with 3-2.
Yeah, I think Dagisbarnen really sort of woke up after that game number 4 and realised we've got to play to the best of our ability throughout the whole game. You know, we saw a flurry of offense from Frenzy with some insane plays, pretty much from all 3 players. They didn't necessarily play badly tonight, but when you've got, it's like you say, when Otto makes that mistake, you know, they were quick to capitalise on that. But when you've got Otto and when you've got Pizza having such insane games, you have to have somebody else on your team having an equally insane game to capitalise on that. And unfortunately for Frenzy, they didn't necessarily have that. So Dagisbarnen played really well and ultimately took the victory tonight.
Yeah, in the end, they got a victory, and they are the last winners of today's stream. Dagisbarnen with a 3-2, a great way to end this stream. If you're just tuning in, we had 2 series today. We had scheduled 3, but unfortunately the second series couldn't be played. The first series between Godalions and Breakdown Genesis ended in a 3-0 sweep for Godalions. The second series, as already said, did not play due to player disconnecting, not rejoining back. And now this match, of course, Dagisbarnen against Frenzy has been won with 3-2 in game 5 by Dagisbarnen. So I think that's everything for today. I think we're just gonna close this stream. I want to thank everyone for watching today. It wasn't the easy stream today, but definitely big props to you guys for still watching the stream. I want to thank every staff member here. I want to thank Cherry in the back. I want to thank Mikey for casting with me. I don't know if you have anything else to say, Mikey.
No, just appreciate everyone who's hung out in the chat, and anybody who witnessed my scream of Houdini. Just gonna plug that, no big deal, because that was insane. But yeah, no, really fun to cast with you tonight. Thank you to Cherry for streaming. Thank you guys for casting, and thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, last thank you for Godalions for sponsoring this season of ECC. We all see the Houdini in the chat right now by my teammates Matt Draco and Itzcast. Good to see you guys here, and by the man Mikey himself as well. So we will be seeing you probably someday again with another day of League play. So don't go anywhere there. Keep tuned, stay tuned in the ECC Discord. If you haven't joined it yet, go look down below, scroll down below, and you can join the ECC Discord. So I hope to see you guys all on Sunday. And I wish you a pleasant night.